All right, your favorite prospect of the draft.
Yes.
And you can have majority of the floor here. It's LaMelo freaking.
LaMelo, hesitation, step, wraps it underneath. With and a three. They need a three ball. LaMelo.
What do you think about him? The most intriguing prospect.
Honestly, I think this is everybody's favorite prospect because
There's a lot of haters out there, though.
they're haters because they are haters because they don't respect, I think, what he went through. I feel like he's grown so much as a player and a person from like this cocky little 14-year-old kid that just like pulls up half court. And yes, I know his shot selection still isn't the greatest, but he's developed so much more as a player. And I feel like, he grew, so he even changed his play style at the game. He was like kind of like that show off little kid, but now he is like a reliable player now. I mean, there isn't really much to say besides like what everyone knows about him, from all the highlights. He's good size, length, can shoot anywhere, can take it to the hole, great vision, great IQ. He has a very up-tempo style of playing, quick hands, a lot of experience.
Yep.
I feel like his ceiling is probably the highest out of everyone, in my opinion. He could become like a superstar if he has the right teammates, he is under the right coaching.
Yep.
If they develop him well, like he might be like that next leading the next generation of players.
Wow, so you're really high on him.
I mean, I feel like
so if you were the GM, you would actually, you know what? We'll save that for later.
But yeah, I mean, it's not like he's like the perfect draft pick, obviously. There are some things that he's not super physical. He kind of gets lazy sometimes, so I feel like he's definitely gonna get chewed out a lot for that.
Yeah.
But if you look at Harden, he's Harden he gets. But shot selection is kind of suspect. And yeah, he probably just needs to bulk up a bit because since he is like a bigger guard, which is very advantageous for him in terms of offense.
Yeah.
He might get bullied by different defensive matchups he's going to receive.
I see.
Because I don't think the one is going to guard him every time if like there's a big height mismatch.
Yeah.
He might get like a Robert Covington, guarding him, and I feel like Robert Covington could easily just eat him up if he doesn't use his body well.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't have much else to say. I like him too. I don't know if I'm as high as you on him. I just wrote he's a less athletic but slightly taller Lonzo. He obviously doesn't play defense as well as Lonzo, but a way better scorer. Because he can score, his passing ability I think opens up a lot more than Lonzo. I'm really interested in him, honestly. I think my player comparison to him is like his body reminds me of Sean Livingston, but I actually changed mine. I think his ceiling could be like Trae Young. They play very similarly.
Trae Young,
like a bigger Trae Young.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, let's be like, first things first. They both don't play D.
Trae actually gets a decent amount of steals.
LaMelo does too.
Yeah,
I mean, that's the one thing like they like on ball defense at least, which is I think is super overrated. But they play very.
You think on ball defense is overrated?
I think it's overrated.
Really? You don't think that players need to be that good anymore at that? Oh, interesting.
I mean, all you really got to do is stay in front of the guy and contest.
Interesting. Okay. So like you think a little off topic, but so you think like guys like back in the day, like what's his name,
Tony Allen,
like you think he was overrated?
Yeah, I mean, because when you watch his highlights, like you see him grabbing and like
it does
fighting,
get very physical.
It gets very physical, and you can't do that today, which is why it's overrated. Like I put it this way, the best D can't stop the best O in today's game. Like the rules are just not meant for that.
Interesting.
Okay. Like so, I think at the end of the day, it's like as long as you have good team D, you guys can talk. At the same, like the bare minimum is you got to be able to stay in front of him, which is hard itself. But you don't have to be able to lock down, full court press kind of deal. Yeah, you don't need to do that. I think that's overrated.
All right. I mean, my comparison, I had a Westbrook-Rondo combo.
That still is very interesting. Westbrook. Yeah. I think that's so interesting.
I just think because of their shooting ability, shooting ideals.
Like very streaky.
Yeah. They both like They're both athletic too, so they both like go in. Rondo, because of his passing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.